System of a Down frontman Serj Tankian is raising a lot of eyebrows after he revealed in a new interview that the band has a big announcement about 2023. By the way, before we get to that, we have a lot of you that are returning viewers who haven't subscribed yet. We really appreciate you coming back. If you could take a quick second and hit that subscribe button, it would help us out a ton and help support this channel. Thanks again for tuning in. November 22nd, 2005. System of a Down released their album Hypnotize, part 2 of a double album, the first being Mesmerize, released earlier that year on May 17th. The band would then go on an extended hiatus, occasionally reforming for select performances. For years, anticipation built about whether or not System of a Down would release a new album. A public back and forth between frontman Serj Tankian and guitarist Darren Malakian, mainly about creative control and royalty payments in the band. Serj published an open letter back in 2018 revealing he was the reason for the band's extended hiatus. He said, quote, "It is true that I and only I was responsible for the hiatus System of a Down took in 2006. Everyone else wanted to continue at the same pace to tour and make records." He added later, "I wanted to leave the band before Mesmerize and Hypnotize for these developing reasons. This is why I personally don't feel as close to the music on those records. There were songs I wanted to bring in but was hampered by unkept promises coupled by my own passivity at the time." Then, in late 2020, much to the shock of rock fans around the world, System of a Down surprise released 2 brand new original songs, Protect the Land and Genocidal Humanoids. The band made a major statement with this music because they set aside their differences to raise money for their homeland of Armenia. The band raised over $600,000 for that cause. Still, it has appeared unlikely that we will get any new music from the band, but we are still very fortunate that System of a Down plays live. This past July, in an interview, System of a Down drummer John Dolmayan said, "We have this gift that came from God or wherever, and we're squandering it. It's an insult to everybody else that tries to make it in whatever endeavor they're trying to make. And here we are, we've made it. We have talent, we have the ability, we have an adoring fan base, we've sold, I don't know, whatever it is, 30 million albums or more, and they're hungry for it, and we just don't do it. That's like the worst. Having the ability to do something and not doing it is, I think, the worst thing in the world as far as the perspective of being an artist. You're just hurting yourself." So now in a new interview with Kyle Meredith, vocalist Serj Tankian was asked about any upcoming plans for System of a Down, to which he responded, quote, "As of now, we haven't talked about anything. We will be making an announcement about something next year that I can't really tell you about, so there is that. But further than that, I can't really say." So this announcement being teased by Serj here could be a number of different things, but it almost certainly does not involve new music, unfortunately. That is an issue that is still a point of contention internally in the band, with the holdout being over that creative control and royalty issue. So most likely that has remained unchanged, but there is a lot of buzz that this announcement could involve live performances, and that is very exciting. Whether or not they release new music, that's okay. That's something that we can really let go and look over, because at the end of the day, the band is still active and they're still performing live. And if you haven't seen them, they are very good live. They're still very good. I saw them earlier this year and they are outstanding. Let us know what you make of this in the comments down below. And again, thank you to those returning viewers. Hit that subscribe button before you go. We appreciate it. And thanks for watching Rock Feed.